Hello everyone, welcome to the 7th part of Colt modeling. Today we're going to model some details of the weapon. So let's begin. First of all, we're going to model the grip, this part right here. So we're going to add a plane with Shift A, rotate the plane on the x-axis 90 degrees and move it down here. Go in edit mode and let's begin. Okay, move those vertices here. And now extrude and adjust this vertex. Extrude again and extrude one more time, so we have this curve right here. And now we will extrude all the way to the top. Move this vertex in. And now extrude again to make this curve. And one last time. Okay, now we will add, first of all, go in object mode, select the grip and hit H to hide, so we can see better. We will add two edge loops right here. You can move the mouse wheel to add more edge loops. Leave them in place and move them up. Okay, now select everything, hit 3 for right orthographic view and extrude just a bit, and then go in front view and scale inwards. You can scale it in the X holding Shift and then rotate just a bit. Okay, now select everything with A while in edit mode, hit 3 and move it out. We want the origin to be in the center, so we can mirror it to the other side. Go in object mode, hit Alt H to bring up the rest of the gun. Select again the part we are modeling. Go in edit mode and move it out. Okay, we can add the Subdivision Surface modifier with Control 2 to add the two subdivisions, and then hit T and set smooth. and we can add some edge loops. And here as well, and another one here. Okay, now go to this range, then select Add Modifier and add a Mirror Modifier. Move it up so it's the first modifier, and select Z, only Z, so we have it on both sides. Now we will try and model this thing right here. Select everything, hit H to hide them, Shift A and add a plane. Rotate in the x-axis 90 degrees. Move it here and scale it down. And now go in edit mode to start modeling. Select those two vertices, hit E, do the same, and one more time for this side. Now go to the other side and move it here, scale it on the Z, extrude again along the x-axis, scale in the Z, and extrude once more until the end. Now select those two vertices, only those two, and extrude them up. Okay, again select everything, hit E and move it just a bit. Okay, now go in face select mode, select those two faces, extrude them out, and then we will scale them on the Z-axis. Move them up a bit. And hit Ctrl R and add 6 edge loops. I think 6 is fine. And now we will select those faces, extrude them, and then we go right here and select individual origins and we scale them and hit Shift X because we do not want to scale them along the x-axis. Something like that. And with Control 2 we add Subdivision Surface modifier, smooth it, and now let's fix it. With Control R, add an edge loop here and here. Add an edge loop here as well. Okay. Now let's try something. Deselect all those vertices. And hit X and dissolve edges. So we have some smoother curve here. You can see the difference. Do the same for the other edge loop. Deselect the vertices, X, and dissolve edges. Now go in edit mode, hit A to select everything and move it along the y-axis. Go in object mode and hit Alt H to bring the rest of the weapon back. And again in edit mode, we will move it in place. We will scale it. First of all, set the origin to geometry and scale it along the Y to make it smaller. Maybe we can scale it some more. Okay, now let's model this part. Again, select everything and hide with H. Now Shift A and add a cylinder. Hit T without moving the cylinder. And in vertices, input 12. If you move the cube, then you cannot adjust the vertices right here. As you see, it disappears. Rotate the cube 90 degrees. Move it in place and scale it down. Now select this side of the cylinder and move it right here. Hit I and move it in just a bit, then extrude, move it out, and scale it in again. Do the same for this side, I, and scale it in, extrude, move it out, and scale it in again. Control 2 and smooth. And now we will add some edge loops. Now, I think it's okay. Alt H to bring everything back. And now move with the cylinder along the y-axis. And now I can move it in place. So now let's model this last part. Again, select everything and hide them with H. Shift A, add mesh plane, rotate it 90 degrees on the x-axis and move it here. Scale it down and go in edit mode. Okay, extrude. Again, extrude. We want these vertices to be here, so we can model this part. Extrude again. Select those vertices and hit E once more and one last time. Now we will add an edge loop and select this vertex and hit G twice just to move it along the edge. Okay. Now select everything with A and extrude along the y-axis. Select everything and hit Ctrl N to recalculate the normals and go in face select mode and select those three faces. And we will extrude them along the y-axis. And scale them. we can remove the vertices so we can make this shape. As best as we can. Okay, now we can add a subdivision surface modifier, set smooth, and add an edge loop here. And here as well. One more here. And we need one more edge loop here in the middle. We can edit it some more if we want. Alt H to bring everything back. Now select the mesh we modeled and move it along the y-axis. We will scale it in the y just a bit. First of all, set the origin to the geometry and then scale it along the y-axis. And move it in place. Okay, and for this part we will add a cylinder again with 12 vertices. Rotate on the x-axis 90 degrees and scale it down. We can add a subdivision surface modifier and some edge loops. Undo the last edge loop, we don't need it. It's not gonna be visible. Set smooth. And we can select this edge loop and hit I and move it inwards just a bit to get rid of the shape we had here. You can see it's not smooth, so by selecting it and hitting I, we can smooth it some more. And of course we can hit Shift D and move it here. Shift D again for the screws. just like that. And this concludes the 7th part of the Colt modeling. So I hope to see you all in the next part, which probably will be the last one. Thank you all.